Should be live here. We got oh boy, I have the wrong week up there. This will be week 2 of MLTP. Alright, so we've got the Good Gravy Boat versus Boostin Dynamo. Both these teams came away with some kind of split last week, I believe. That's how you want to call it. Good Gravy Boat coming in with a straight up sweep at 1-1. And Boostin Dynamo came out with 2 losses, an overtime loss and a regular loss, so definitely looking to bounce back. Should be almost ready to go here. Again, if you're coming from Kitten Panda stream, I've got 2 very fast-paced maps this week, where, you know, just a few minutes from either team really showing up can be the difference. So for lineups, it will be Intercest and Protag on offense. Again, I can't remember who they played last week. Oh, it was Center of Attention. Yeah, so they're on the West Coast trip right now. So two weeks on Sphere in a row is not necessarily the greatest metric for how they'll work together as an offense, but should definitely look to see some improvement this week. And then we've got Viles and Frange on defense for Boostin. And on the Good Gravy Boat side, it will be Goober and Pulpo, I believe, on offense. Pretty sure Wayne was supposed to play offense, but could be wrong with that. Just waiting for Good Gravy Boat 2 ready up here. Okay, so it is Wayne on... Oh, Wayne usually plays D, that's right. Or usually plays O, I should say. Yeah, so it'll be Frozen and Wayne on defense with Goober and Pulpo on offense. Alright, should be good to go here for game 1, half 1. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry here. Sorry about that. Alright, so 2 quick outs for both teams. Protag is going to have the longer hold though to start off. Pulpo on the run from Viles and Franch. Protag still holding. Franch and Viles could have the return here. Not quite in time though. Protag's still alive though. Good job holding here. Might do with a kiss. Boostin not quite in danger of getting reset though. Wayne might have this boost if it spawns, but Intersta's gonna get a grab out instead. Gonna be returned now. Wayne could be past a few. Franch with the boost. Doesn't quite take it well enough, but Viles will have the grab anyways. Could be past a couple here. Franch is gonna get that good defuse. And Viles still with a chance. Doesn't choose to take the bomb. Franch can't quite get the return, so good gravy boat able to deny the scoring chance for now. Still with a capping chance of their own as they have the anti. Boostin doing a good job so far of holding around. They've definitely had more of the scoring opportunities to start off here and regrab train as well. Ooh, and we're gonna get boosted back. Frozen, could he get the double return? No, Protag's gonna be out. And now he's past a couple. 3 on defense for Boostin as well, but Protag doesn't quite take the boost very well. Still though, Boostin keeping the flag in base well. Protag's gonna pick up that tag pro, but the reset is going to disappear for a good gravy boat, or sorry, for Boostin Dynamo. Both teams doing a good job so far of just getting out quite a bit. Protag with a good bomb to get the return. Let's see if Boostin can get the reset, and they do for now. Protag with the first chance, and that's going to be the first cap going to Boostin Dynamo. Although Pulpo on the answer here has a chance to get past a few, and now Goober does have the regrab train going. Tries to take it maybe a bit low straight in. Good gravy boat does have this regrab train set up quite well now though. Just as I say that though, Boostin is able to get the reset. Alright, so we've got Protag out past a couple here. The chance is still looking good though for good gravy boat. Protag's going to want to hold around for a little while, and he does just that. Although he is in a bit of a bad spot here, but Pulpo is now going to have to stay alive. Protag with some good maneuvering here. He was trapped in between 2 boosts. But somehow the chance turns in favor of Boostin Dynamo here as Protag is able to get the reset. And this should be another cap for Boostin Dynamo, and it will be. Intercess makes it 2-0 for Boostin. Frozen with a good grab now. A lot of action here so far. Boostin is able to wrap it around though and get the reset. This could be another one here if they get the block on Goober and they get the return somehow. Franz is able to slip it in. Intercess now going to be past a couple, but Pulpo with the boost is going to get the reset for the time being for Good Gravy Boat. Boostin offense so far really working in tandem, getting out pretty much at will. Good Gravy Boat have struggled to get the reset, although just as I say that, Pulpo not quite going to have time to slip it in. Good Gravy Boat with a pretty good regrab chain of their own though. Do get the return. Now Goober is going to be past at least a couple. Boost straight in and maybe a little too quick for his defense to be able to do anything for him. Intercess now looking to tag on another one. Can't quite wrap it around. Wayne's going to have the counter out. They will get a kiss, and this is looking good for Boostin to get another out. Wayne would do well to play anti, which he does. Franz, though, able to use the blocks. Viles just gets the return in time. Now Intercess has a chance to be past a couple as well. A couple returns at base for Boostin Dynamo on defense, but Goober is able to make that crucial out. Protag with a nice snipe. Viles with the rolling bomb now. Almost looks like he could have gotten his own return, but this should be a cap if he uses the rolling bomb well, and he will. Boostin Dynamo working on all cylinders right now. Goober with a chance here. Intercept's going to have to hold, and he is not in danger of being returned. Going to look to have this anti, but it gets returned by Frozen just in time. Boostin may look to play some anti here, and they will. Intercept should have the reset, although he ends up boosting out of position for it. Wayne with a nice boost to get his team the return. Bubble not quite able to keep the reset for Good Gravy Boat. And both flag carriers will do their thing. Franz decides to go for the rolling bomb. Ends up being pretty useful actually, as he they are able to get the reset, but then can't quite contain, and Pulpo's able to get out. I thought he was just going to use the tag pro to help his flag carrier, but decides to go for the defuse, and they ended up getting the return out of it. Intercepts with a nice move to stay alive for a little bit longer, but ends up getting returned. Franz is able to keep the regrab train alive. Goober looking to attack on this first one for Good Gravy Boat. The return is not going to be in time though. Wayne is able to get past a few. Protag has to hold, which he does, and it will be a little return for Cap. Despite 2 in base for Good Gravy Boat. Lyles has his tag pro looking to put his team up by 6 in the first half, and they will do that. Didn't get any tags, but was able to scare the Good Gravy Boat off the flag. Franz is just able to get past a few. This should be a cap, but they bomb him out of the way, but still a cap nonetheless. And Intercess looking to put a big 7 cap lead up here. Sorry, 8 cap lead. Franz is going to be able to return him. Wayne just barely returned by Viles. And Boostin Dynamo flirting with a very big shutout here in the first half. It's a big statement after struggling against Center of Attention last week. I don't know what their map score was on this, but not coming away with a win. They are certainly on the hunt this week. Protag with a nice read, and Intercess picks up the juice. I didn't see who that was, but Good Gravy Boat cannot catch a break, and Intercess might make this another cap. Franz can get the block. Intercess is going to have to peel off. Makes a nice boost to the corner, but Goober is there. Protag with another chance here. It might just look for the kiss, and Boostin Dynamo will have the reset. No, just as I say that, Franj ends up missing the boost a little bit, though Popo cannot get the boost straight in. Alright, so still 7-0 here for Boostin Dynamo. Protag just barely edging out Wayne for the grab. Franj looking for that snipe. Protag's gonna get a return. Popo might have had the gap. I didn't. Oh, and now Good Gravy Boat finally get on the board. Didn't really even see how that ended up working out, but Boostin Dynamo quickly get reset. Intercepts with a nice bomb, and he's out past 2. Viles has the return, and Boostin Dynamo quickly respond. And Boostin Dynamo looking very solid on offense right now. Seemingly able to get out at will. Alright, almost good to go here with half 2. Boostin Dynamo putting up a huge 8-1 lead. And we'll see where they go from here. Again, the tides can turn so quickly on this map. But it will certainly be up to the Good Gravy Boat defense to lock down what was a really fiery offense for Boostin Dynamo to start off. Alright, just to say that though, intercepts with a quick grab, Frozen able to clean him up, and Wayne had the good anti. Frozen does well to neutralize that neutral boost. That's going to be critical for the defense to have locked down. Defense doing well so far to prevent anything from happening. And Popo is actually going to get an out now, but going to be cleaned up by Viles just as power-ups are coming up. Boostin might be in a good position to get this, but Goober is looking for the free grab. Elects not to take it. Intercepts locking down that boost and is able to stop anything from happening for Good Gravy Boat. Both offenses trying to look for an opening. Intercess may let to have the first one, but cleaned up by Wayne. Ooh, Goober with a nice handoff. Wayne gets the bomb, and that'll be a cap for Good Gravy Boat. And they are looking to chisel away at this lead. Goober with a nice move. Definitely look for him to kind of lead the way here. It's definitely going to have to step it up if Good Gravy Boat are going to have a chance at this. Pulpo's going to have to backtrack here as Viles was past a few. Wayne with another grab, but Boostin are looking to lock it down with this Tag Pro and Rolling Bomb for Intercest. And that should do it. And Boostin Dynamo quickly respond. Put it back up to a 7-cap lead. Viles with the anti now. Goober looking to wanted to stay alive. Protag ended up backtracking, so wasn't that big of a deal. But Viles is able to get the reset. Protag though is going to be returned by Goober. Intercess now with a chance. Has to take this pretty quickly. Takes the right-ish boost. Oh, can't quite put it in there. And it remains 9-2 for Boostin Dynamo. Intercess with the good anti here. But Protag's going to be returned. Frange, the last one ahead. Frozen has to backtrack anyways, though. And the Juice will go to each team power-ups wise. Frozen with a good anti here. Wayne just past Viles, but Intercess is there on the other side. Intercess with the flag. Goober's going to shake things up with a bomb. Intercess just gets around Frozen. Still with a boost to work with, but he directs himself into a corner. Goober almost had the corner juke, but is returned by Viles and Protag. Pulpo's still with a chance here. Kiss might be in order if Frozen can get the anti, but no one really. Just as I say that, they are in position. Intercess gets the boost bomb, but Good Gravy Boat is able to log it down just before the next round of power-ups here. Just as I say that though, Pulpo, a bit of an ill-advised grab. Goober does get the grab off with the Juke Juice. Viles though somehow gets the return with the help of Frange. Yeah, it ended up working out for them, but Pulpo really wants to avoid grabbing there. Protag does well to deviate, or I should say divert Goober from the cap. And Boostin Dynamo, a good play to save a cap there. Goober had every advantage with the Juke Juice, but Protag scares him off just enough to give his OD time to come back. Someone on Good Gravy Boat's going to want to challenge this boost on Protag. Ends up getting returns, and Goober should have this cap. Ends up working out for Good Gravy Boat there, but definitely want to not make it a habit of giving the boost in the offense free reign over that boost. Wayne with a nice return here, and Goober could be past a few with the help of Frozen, but Intercess is able to make the read. And a crazy boost gets the reset for Boostin Dynamo. Good plays there by Intercess, showing off his defensive skills from last season. Pulpo with a nice drug grab. Intercess gonna keep him locked down with that boost. He says, not today. I can draw some pretty good circles, dude. Protag holding around here. Let's see. See what I can do. Still gonna take this boost. It doesn't quite do that. I should take the telestrator off in case it's a top 10. Protag still holding around. He's able to bait out Pulpo, but at the cost of being returned. Alright, Pulpo's going to be out past a few who doesn't have the team boost to wrap around the OD. Biles with a bit of a risky grab now. 2 ahead for Boostin Dynamo. Intercest. Boostin Dynamo looking a little bit discontent. discombobulated there on offense. And now Popo has a chance to be past a few. Just gets the boost off. Can't quite take it in the way he wanted. Franz with a nice hold to avoid the cap. And Intercess is able to get the reset. Definitely a much slower half here on the part of both teams in the early goings. Franz looking to have this solo D here. Does well, and Files is able to pick up a Juke Juice. Intercess should have this return on Pulpo, but Wayne gives him space with the bomb. Still going to get the return. Files does well to hold around here. Intercess with a return. Ooh, but Wayne just picks up the return on Viles. Intercess looking for a bit of a crazy boost bomb there. Ends up running into his offense partner, but no harm done. Frozen with Protag with a nice move on Frozen. Pulpo tries to wrap it around with the boost. And technically still time here. If Good Gravy Boat is able to string together an impressive chain, but for all intents and purposes, Boostin has locked it down so far. Goober with a nice bump. Has to hesitate though. Pulpo does have the handoff. Viles does well to stay ahead. But Pulpo is still past him, and this is going to be a cap for Good Gravy Boat. Viles might have had the return there, but Boostin Dynamo with the power-up advantage here. Might look to get another quick response, but Viles rushes it a little bit. Good Gravy Boat is able to get this reset, and Wayne is going to be past a few. Pulpo just has to block the Juju. Tall order though, and both Boostin Dynamo defenders are in base to get the return. Another good chance there for Good Gravy Boat in the latter stages of this Jardim game. Protag looking to just hold around here. Ooh. Protag's going to be returned, but Viles still past a few. Goober has the boost to work with, though, and now Pulpo could have this solo block. Intercess, always in position, though. You're never going to fool him. Or I should say, rarely. Alright, so time winding down here. The opportunity has come and gone for Good Gravy Boat here. They are going to attack on another one here, though, with the help of the Tag Pro. And at least some momentum going into the Emerald game. And despite playing better, this offense for Boostin Dynamo has definitely gotten the better of them still. Another good chance here for the Good Gravy Boat, but Franz makes a nice move. A bit of a bad contain there by the Good Gravy Boat. Might have been a last second mistake thing that they didn't really care, but if not, that's definitely a habit they don't want to get, don't want to be in the habit of that. almost good to go here with the first half of Emerald. Again, a different map, but still similar in pacing, where you can definitely chain together a lot of caps if one team is not playing anti-efficiently or just finds himself out of position a couple times. So again, just as important for the good gravy boat defense, I think, to make the important stops. Their offense was doing a little bit better job of getting out and keeping the regrab chain going last time. And creating chances, but the Boostin Dynamo offense is a little bit too much to handle right now. So some quick grabs by both teams will result in some quick resets for both teams. BDL, how are you going to be watching the stream without commentating? Here's just going to make a quick lead here. Again for Boostin Dynamo. And I would say, I usually say the setting the tone early is important for either team here, but it really feels like even if Good Gravy Boat were able to pick up the first cap, feels like Boostin Dynamo just be able to respond, because that's just the way they've been playing right now. Just I'd say that though, Goober does have a chance here for Good Gravy Boat, but Pro Tag somehow in the right position in the middle of the map. Pulpo with a narrow out, and this could be good for Good Gravy Boat, and they will be able to use their power-ups well and get the equalizer. Frozen right on the tail of Franj, and Wayne will pick up the return. Files makes a nice read. Protag had some work to do. He might have been past a few here, but takes the errant boost. Some returns in base though for Boostin Dynamo is looking good for an intercept cap, but boost right into the OD instead. Files now putting on some offense moves. That's some grade A commentary you can't get anywhere else, folks. But we are still tied up with the next round of power-ups coming up. Alright, Popo will look to tack on another one here. Intercepts just narrowly missing the return. Viles with the good anti though to keep the reset for Boostin Dynamo. But Good Gravy Boat do have their first lead of the night. Intercepts with a nice move to avoid the gate, but Good Gravy Boat is still able to maintain the reset. Pulping out with a good handoff. Franz just narrowly misses the gate. Goober ends up hesitating there. Might be looking around for power-ups. Oh, but he's going to have the cap instead. A nice block from Wayne. I think Boostin Dynamo were focused maybe just a little bit too much on that power-up. They were in position, but can't quite get the return. And a 2-cap lead now for Good Gravy Boat. Let's have a listen in. I don't have the graphic for it, unfortunately. Or the permission, which I guess is a little bit more important. Wayne can't quite get the return on Protag, who will have the gate, but boosts right into Frozen. If Frozen can get this solo, this is looking good for Good Gravy Boat, and they will tack on another one. So some much higher level play here from Good Gravy Boat to start off. And they should make it 5-1 now. They are the Boostin Dynamo of Emerald. Alright, so power-ups came up, Intercess picked up a Rolling Bomb, Calamitous, or Franj with the Juke Juice. Protag's just going to hold around here. Frozen looking to put the moves on Vials, but makes the read well. Intercess not quite able to get past Wayne, and both teams will have the full reset again. Cooper not quite able to get past the Boostin defense, but Pulpo is. Almost wraps it around, should still have the gap, and he does. Couldn't quite get the bend the first time, but still blocks hold up, and it is now 6-1 in favor of Good Gravy Boat. Much different tone here in this Emerald game. And we see a little bit of a lead now for the Good Gravy Boat in terms of prevent. And Pulpo now, with the blocks, might have just taken the boost around, but takes the scenic route and tacks on another one. Pulpo with 5 caps already for Good Gravy Boat here. And looks to make it another one. Can't quite get past Franz though. Got power-ups here. Let's see what Boostin could do with his Rolling Bomb. They do use it to get out past a couple here, and Intercess will look to narrow this lead a little bit. Cooper not quite able to get out past Intercess, who then gets gated by Wayne himself. Yeah, I didn't make those jerseys, dude. Not my choice. Intercess will get the second try, and it is now 7-2 in favor of Good Gravy Boat. Goober with a nice use of the corner, should have some space to work with. Protag can't quite stay ahead. Intercess the last hope for Boostin Dynamo, and he does get the return. Protag quickly gets a diffused Rolling Bomb. Franj will take his own on offense. This might leave Pulpo with an out, and he is able to get out past a few. Wayne just needs the block on Vials, and Intercess ends up catching up, so Pulpo not quite going to be able to capitalize there. Goober though with another chance, but Franj does get the reset for Boostin. Wayne with a good grab to save the cat for the time being, and Goober is able to get the reset for Good Gravy Boat. Still holding on to a big 5-cap lead here, especially in relation to the last half. Intercess the boosting in with the rolling, and gets bombed by Wayne. Intercess almost using the rolling to tag Pulpo, but he will put another one on the board for Good Gravy Boat. Goober almost able to get the grab, but not quite able to do so. Ends up spiking himself. Pulpo might have the hand up, but instead Protag is past 4, and that will be a cap for Boostin Dynamo, who narrow the lead back down to 5. Franj gets the double gate, but the Good Gravy Boat defense gets the double return. Never seen a comeback on Emerald before an MLTP. Who would ever conceive such a thing? Those only happen in the game threes of playoffs. Don't you know? Pulpo is in fact putting up a double hat trick. Starting to lead the league in caps this week. Goober can't quite hit the fly tile, and it will stay 8-3 unless Pulpo goes huge. That was another cap. Alright, looks like we've got some time, so we'll just take a peek at the EU. Again, Pulpo putting up 6 caps this game. And taking a look at the power-ups here. 6-12 in favor of Boostin Dynamo. And getting more tag pros, but getting a big win for good gravy boat here. I mean, you see a lot of the returns coming right on the fly tile, getting a lot of flacids, so. Although the same can be said for the Boostin Dynamo defense as well. Good amount of prevent and hold from both teams. Is there anything else useful here? I've not actually ever really looked at these that much. No. Yeah, Pulpo 6 caps though. Definitely stepping up to the plate this week. Oh, grab Protag. He's failing, dude. Protag's never gonna get the record now.
Oh god. Alright, there we go. That's the win.
Is their stream actually fucked up?
Well, what?
What do you mean interview?
How are you guys feeling right now?
Oh, he's streaming. Aaron, how have you guys not started the next half yet?
What? Oh, you guys are not in this game.
Yeah, we're looking to win this.
At his house? Like the whole power?
How are you guys feeling about this half? What are you looking for here?
What are we looking for this half?
Yeah.
A win.
How
What are you looking for?
some love, someone a girlfriend.
Okay.
I can give you that, dude.
Same as all of us.
Yeah, dude, I feel you. What's happening right now?
I don't know.
Why did so many people just come in this
He's
channel?
entertaining the viewers.
Oh, I see. I get what's going on.
We played a little sloppy at a half, but we're gonna turn it around.
TBH.
Yeah. No, it's fine, dude.
How many holes does straw have in it? I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with Does it, bro? Does it?
I'll leave
Two?
you at that.
It's a rookie answer. Yeah, I'll just leave you with that.
Okay, we're still not ready. We've got Mex currently subbing in for Franj. Frozen saying, put Mex on O, left-handed, deafened, and then they'd be ready to go. But it looks like Franj is indeed back. Maybe. Okay, just about ready to go. Definitely look to see if these laptop issues end up proving to be consequential for Boostin Dynamo. Oops. Fuck. I think they didn't switch teams. Ooh, clutch. Oop. Alright, I had to delay it once as well. Everyone gets a delay. Alright, we are finally good to go here with the last half. I've completely forgotten to commentate. As if I ever knew. Alright, Popo with a nice block here from Goober. Just barely gets over the corner, and this could be good, but Franj catches up. Protag is able to get the reset for Boostin. Again, good gravy boat putting up an 8-3 lead here in the first half after really getting dominated on Jardum. But much more disciplined play from their defense and solid play from their offense as well. Protag is going to manage to get that kiss. Really the last hope there for Boostin Dynamo to avoid making it a 6-cap lead. Or deficit, I guess. We've got the first round of power-ups coming up here. We'll see if Boostin Dynamo can work better with them, but just as I say that, good gravy boat squeezes out 2 juke juices. Pulpo again looking to put up another one, and he will be able to. No! Viles comes in for the return. The last possible second. Denying Pulpo his 80th cap of the week. Ooh, Franj, a bit of a misread there. He's going to try and get ahead. Intercess is there for the boost. This is good gravy boat. The regrab train, though. Goober might have had a chance, but Intercess able to lock it down. Pulpo with a nice boost. Pulpo, you saw on this channel, exclusive, Iron KTV, did very well for himself in the Mooper Ball as well. If I'm remembering correctly, he was on the Tiers, the Victorious Tiers team. Either that or he was on GG Wentworth. Hell if I can remember though. Ooh, okay, so Viles has a chance here for Boostin Dynamo after some strangeness in the Good Gravy Boat's base. Intercess looking to keep this reset for Boostin Dynamo with some anti. Popo playing anti of his own though. Goober's around it. Vile's not quite in danger of being returned though, just as I say that though. He will be. And Protag gonna be gated just barely by Popo. Franch still holding on to this regrab train though for Boostin Dynamo. Protag can't quite get the read on Goober, who will then kiss Franj, I believe. Yes. Popo though with a good gate. Franj missing Popo, but Viles is there for the return. Intercess looking for the Juju's cap, but not quite going to happen. And Good Gravy Boat are able to earn the reset. Still a 0-0 tie here in this last half. Goober looking to change that with an out past a few. Franj and Inner are able to lock him down. Boostin have ended up putting 3 on offense more than once this game. Doesn't end up hurting them there, but who's to say if they keep doing it. So Boostin Dynamo looking to keep the flag in base here. Both teams have had a fair few chances to get out of base. Goober with the first real capping chance here, but Intercest, as always, makes a good aggressive read. Let's see if Boostin Dynamo can work with these good power-ups, but just as I say that, Popo bringing in Viles just barely gets out, and now he will be past a few. It's up to Intercest to make a play. Viles might have had the boost straight in, but ends up missing it. Boostin are still able to get the reset. Protag with a nice row grab on Popo. Can't quite get quite in between the gate and Frozen. Intercest though had a nice move past a couple, but ends up getting boosted by Protag. Goober with a nice gate, again using them well. Can't quite get to the boost. And after a lot of excitement, still no caps for either team. Ooh, Protag with a nice split. Is just past 1 though. And Goober's there for the read. And the block on Viles as well. Popo now past a couple. Still has to get past Franj, who makes a nice read. Ender though does have the rolling regrab. And we'll see if he can get aggressive with it. Does end up bombing Wayne into a good OD position though. And Frozen is able to get out with the flag. Inner will get aggressive with the kiss. Viles does well to stay ahead of Popo and gives Inner enough time to spawn. Protag bringing in the flag, somehow going to get past Goober. Intercess has to come up with a block there though. Not quite sure what he was doing. And Good Gravy Boat get the reset. Protag now with the first chance for the first cap of the half, and he will put it up for Boostin Dynamo. They have they cut the lead down to 4 now. Protag looking to add on another one. Franj can't quite get the return on Goober, just misses the boost. Intercess might look to get aggressive here. Protag ends up getting gated by Popo though. Viles though with the return and will look to get his offense out with this tag pro. He will just do that. Protag has the anti, has to work against the Jutsus though. Frozen, who is able to get out with the grab. Wayne is going to get the gate, and Frozen will have the cap. I'm not really quite sure what the Boostin OD was doing there. Purple though looking to tack on another one. Will end up kissing Wayne, and both teams are able to keep the reset. So a cap for each team here in this half. Popo looking to get aggressive with his Jutsus on O. Let's see what he can do with it. Just gets around the defense, and that will be another cap for Popo. Nice use of the Jutsus there, the solo grab. Just one cap this half, but just wait. He's got 5 more to give. Goober with a nice move around, but intercept's not quite going to be fooled so easy. Popo tries to get the rub grab off Files, but Files reads it well. Good Gravy Boat have been working pretty well together in terms of handoffs. And looks like Goober and Popo are starting to get that chemistry down. Popo with a nice move, doesn't get gated. Just barely misses the spike. 2 tag pros though, 1 for each team. Frozen looks to kiss here, but Viles has passed a couple. They will end up kissing, or I don't know if they both spiked, I didn't see it. But Frozen does have the reset, and that's going to be a cap for Good Gravy Boat. Now 11-4. Wayne has another chance, but no one on defense really to help him out. Yeah, he's going to be past the intercest. Popo does have the anti. Franj is looking to stay alive with his boost. Viles gets the double gate. Now Wayne's going to have to be the one to stay alive. He cannot. And Franj is able to put a cap on the board for Boostin Dynamo. Now 2 caps for each team. With just a little under a minute to go here, though. Probably not much doing for Boostin Dynamo. Definitely a good answer on this map for Good Gravy Boat. Goober with a nice boost. Intercest will be returned. That's going to be another cap for Good Gravy Boat. Pulpo with the tag pro on O. Not quite going to see the spawns. Might have hesitated more than he would have liked to. Alright, Good Gravy Boat tapped on another one there. I did not see how it happened. It's a really interesting split here for this Week 2 matchup. Boostin Dynamo really dominant on Jardum. Even in that second half, really, they were still getting out pretty much at will. And it never really felt like Good Gravy Boat were catching up to them. But then Good Gravy Boat come storming back and put up similar scores on Emerald that Boostin put on them just the game before. So definitely an interesting matchup. These two teams could be eventual playoff opponents. I mean, with the setup of playoffs, you never know. So interesting matchup nonetheless. That's all I've got for tonight. So thanks to everyone that stopped by. And hopefully I will be back next week. Thanks for watching.